Last week, I sold just under $1,900 on eBay, Facebook, Poshmark, Mercari, and Amazon. These are the sales from November 8th through the 13th, so a Monday through Saturday. Now, this will not be every sale that I made, it's just the highlights of the sales that I'd like to share with you. I will share in detail what the item sold for, what I paid for it, how long it was listed, and what my net profit is. If that sounds like something that interests you, go ahead and subscribe to my channel as I post these videos at least once a week. Let's get started. My name is Sandra, also known as Piece of Scrap on eBay, Poshmark, Facebook, Mercari, and Amazon. I am a reseller part-time, however, I do have 20 years of experience selling on eBay. My full-time job as a technology professional, reselling is my passion. Now let's see what I sold last week for close to $2,000 as a part-time gig. Okay, we'll start over on Poshmark. I sold this hardcover book, Marion Jones. She was an Olympic track star. It is autographed. I picked it up at a thrift store back in 2018 for 25 cents. It did take 3 years to sell, but it was just waiting for the right buyer. The buyer paid $29, so my profit on this hardcover book, $22.95. This next item is a pair of my son's old winter boots, Ozark Trail. My cost on this is $0, as it was my son's. They sold for my full price on Poshmark of $35. So my profit after the fees of $8.50 is $26.50. I don't know if I saw this brand in the wild that I would pick it up to resell, but it sold for over $30, so I just might. How about you guys? Have you heard of this Ozark Trail brand? The next item is a Champion long sleeve t-shirt for the University of Wyoming Cowboys. I paid $3 for this at Goodwill. It sold for $20, so my profit, $11.50. It is a very large size 2X, Champion, and then I added all of my keywords. So I have University of Wyoming, I have the Cowboys, the Pokes, and NCAA. On shirts that are hard to identify the color, I always throw in a Crayola crayon with the color that most accurately represents that color. And then I do add that to my description. As you can see here, it says the color is Crayola Robin Eggs Blue. The next item to sell was a pair of Adidas sweatpants, size large. I had a hard time determining if these were men or women's, but I did check the measurements and they fit closer like a men's than a woman's. I did pick up 2 pair of these at Goodwill that day. Each were $3.50. This pair sold for $32. So my profit, $22.10. I did just sell the second pair of these for $28, and I believe they sold on Facebook. So keep your eye open for these Adidas sweatpants with the stripes down the side. I do believe the larger sizes sell better. The next item was a pair of New Balance shoes. I picked these up at that super huge indoor sale here in town for $2. I wouldn't normally look up a New Balance or seek them out, but again, this sale was huge and the items were cheap. I paid $2 for these. They sold for $30. So my profit, $22. They are extra wide, as you can see here, 4E. So they are extra wide width, but a fairly good size 13. The next item to sell on Poshmark is one of my favorites. I picked up a whole bag of these new t-shirts dated 2013 from her first Red tour. I've been selling them throughout the years, sold some on Amazon and a few on eBay, and this one on Poshmark. She just re-released her Red album, and I couldn't be more excited, as these are flying off the shelves yet again. I think I have about 4 of them left. So this one sold for $28. Out of that large bag that I got, I figured my cost on each shirt was 50 cents. So my profit on this Taylor Swift t-shirt, $21.90. Like I said, I do have more of these available. They are a size small, but they're new without tag. So if you're interested, I will link my store in the description below. Head on over there and check it out. The next item to sell on Poshmark is a Dr. Seuss romper. It's a pajama suit. I paid $3 for this at a thrift store. It sold for my full price of $30 on Poshmark. So my profit, $21. I tried to sell this for Halloween this year. It did sell on eBay, but then the buyer canceled. So I hurried up and listed it again, hoping it would sell for Christmas, and it did. We're going to jump on over to eBay, and the next item is also a Dr. Seuss item. This one was also from that huge indoor garage sale here in town. So my cost on this, I picked this up in a bag sale the last day, so the entire bag was $5. So I figured my cost on this was 50 cents. It's a large size 2X Dr. Seuss pajamas. I picked it up and stuffed it in the bag because it was a larger size, and Dr. Seuss I figured would sell around Christmas time. I had it priced at $9.99. The buyer sent me an offer of $6.50, which I accepted. They did pay shipping of $6. So my profit after the fees and the actual ship charge paid was $6.50. There is a story on these. Those of you that follow me on Instagram know this story in detail. If you don't already follow me on Instagram, please do. I'm at piece.of.scrap. Now back to the story. I did mark this one no returns accepted because it was a Christmas item and a very low dollar item. The buyer did receive these. She asked if she could return them. This is one of the few items that I do not accept returns on, and I set it up purposely that way. To me, it was a Christmas item and such a low dollar value, I didn't want it back. In her email, she stated that her legs were too swollen from arthritis to get these pants on. Now keep in mind, these are size 2X capri pajama pants. Very loose fitting, and they're capris. She said eBay was having problems and couldn't take her to the return page. I think eBay wasn't having problems at all. Returns weren't accepted on this item. So I sat on her email for a little bit. I posted the what would you do on my Instagram page. Again, if you're not following me on Instagram, please do, at piece.of.scrap. In my response to her, I did state that I usually offer returns, but not on this Christmas item, as time is of the essence. I did tell her that if she wanted to return the item, she would need to pay the return shipping, and since she only paid $6.50 for the item, would it even be worth it? In her response to my email, she wanted to debate about whether or not this was a Christmas item. She said, but to be fair, if you usually take returns, this is not a Christmas item. It isn't Grinch, it's just Dr. Seuss, green eggs and ham, so it's not a Christmas item at all. If you know Dr. Seuss, it's just a story that I read to my girls 40 years ago. So out of fairness, and just because this small amount of money means a lot to me, and I'm on a very limited income, just please, if you usually take returns, then don't exclude my request. So a few things. The reason for not accepting returns does not matter. The item was listed without a return policy, bottom line. And I'm a numbers girl. So the buyer paid shipping both to and from. She'd have to pay return shipping. So she would be in $12 in shipping for a $6.50 item. That just didn't make sense to me. I gave it one more try, completely explaining the numbers. I stated that the item had a no return policy and that she is welcome to return the item for a refund of $6.50. Once the buyer received that last message from me, she closed the return with a message that stated karma. But it's good karma, right? I just saved her $6 in shipping for a refund of $6.50. So that's the end of the Dr. Seuss pajama pants story. Don't you just cringe when you get an email from a buyer on eBay? It's not like they're asking, hey, is this item still available? If you agree, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. It's a like and it's free to do, and it really helps my channel. While you're at it, subscribe to my channel so you don't miss my next video. Now back to what sold. The next item to sell on eBay was a hippie laundry. I believe it's a faux leather jacket with rose embroidery. I've had this for quite some time, since the first of the year. I paid $5.25 for it. I did just in the listing and relist it, modified some of the title and the description, and then an offer came in of $22 plus $12 shipping, which I accepted. So my profit on this jacket, $15.84. I do see this hippie laundry quite often. I don't always pick it up, but I thought this was a cool faux leather jacket with rose embroidery. I thought for sure it would sell before now. I did price it high at $29, but when the offer of $22 came in, I quickly accepted. The next item to sell on eBay is an Ariat Western shirt. It's a larger size 2X. This is the Pro Series. I paid $1 for this at a thrift store. I did have it priced high at $36. The buyer sent me an offer of $20, which I accepted. They did pay shipping of $7. So my profit on this men's Western shirt, $14.90. The last item I want to share with you that sold on eBay is a pair of Beta brand pants. Hopefully you've all heard of Beta brand. I was told that these sell very well. However, I've had these pull-on pants for about 6 months. They are size petite, and somehow or another the button broke off in two. It is just decoration only, so it has no purpose. But I had 3 pairs of these pants, and at least 2 of them, this button cracked in half. So I had a hard time selling these. I did have them priced high at $30, but the buyer sent me an offer of $19. They did pay shipping of $9. So my profit on this pair of pants, $14.90. I do still have a pair of gray ones and beige ones. But like I said, this button just cracked in half. And I don't find Beta brand all that often, so I don't know if that's a thing or what happened with this button. The buyer was $28 all in. I paid $3.50 for these pants. Next, we'll move over to Facebook. I picked up this new inbox Scentsy wax warmer at a thrift store. I paid $6 for it. It is called Liberty. It's the full size. It did come with the instructions and the bulb. It sold within 1 week of listing for $45, and the buyer paid $10.80 shipping. Fees on Facebook are a little cheaper than anywhere else. The fees were $2.99, so my profit, $36.01. The next item to sell on Facebook was a Tweety Bird scrub shirt. It's an extra large. I've had this for about 4 months. I paid $3.25 for it at Goodwill. It sold for $20 on Facebook. The buyer did pay shipping, so my profit, $15.46. And lastly, we'll move over to Mercari. I picked up this Black & Decker Space Maker can opener. These small smace. Did you guys hear that? I said smace. That's hard to say. Try it. Small space maker. These small space maker appliances sell very well. I paid 50 cents for this at Goodwill. I had it priced at $62 on Mercari, and the offer came in at $58, which I quickly accepted. The buyer did pay shipping, so my profit, $49.72. And the last item I want to share with you is an ugly Christmas sweater. I've had this for 1 year. It is a size petite large, but I thought it was pretty. I mean, it's got a very decorated Christmas tree with little rose 3D embellishments on it. I had it priced high at $27 plus shipping. The buyer sent me an offer of $21, which I accepted. I paid $1 for this at a thrift store. So my profit on this ugly Christmas sweater, $16.99. And the brand is Tierra. I know they have Tierra International, which does a lot of Christmas shirts. This one is Tiara Petite, and the petite may be what took it so long to sell. I just shared with you not every sale that I had last week, but 15 of the highlighted sales that helped me gross close to $2,000 in sales last week. I do track each and every sale. I know exactly when I bought it, where I bought it, how much I paid, which allows me to determine whether or not I should pick up the item again based on the individual net profit per item. This is a screenshot of the spreadsheet that I use, and the green number at the very bottom shows that I sold over $1,800 last week in gross sales. The 155 is my cost of goods, and then the net profit is on the far right column, a little over $1,200 net profit last week. If you learned anything from today's video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I do post weekly what sold videos. However, those weekly videos do not include my plush animal sales. Those are special enough to make it into their own video, and another one of those should be coming out soon. So subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out. I will link another what sold video here. Continue watching.